peace and love. Let's get into it.
Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video on Peace Beats with Dan Blackwell. Today I have a request that came through over my BuyMeACoffee, and if you'd like to make a request yourself, you can find the link for that in the comments and the description. And the request for today was HUA CHENYU. Now this looks like an interesting video. English subtitles: The Optimal Solution for Survival, an Overinterpretation. Eternal Farewell music video. Now, I've really loved everything I've heard from HUA CHENYU so far. He's a really incredibly talented vocalist. Powerful music. So I'm very excited to check this out and see what it's all about. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you enjoy my reactions, do hit subscribe.
火星4月新番不重逢 MV 现已震撼登陆全平台。我想通过这个视频浅谈一些我在反复观看了这支 MV 之后的小小感受。PS 本视频观点包含本人习惯性神速华晨宇的一揽子过度解读。PPS 本人没读过几本书，如果表述有不合理不专业的地方，欢迎指出，也很期待看到有共脑的火星人或者是火星人们其他角度的解读。然后我们就开始吧。我将从歌词与画面的贴合程度和我对 MV 中华晨宇这个存在的理解两个方面展开。相信包括我在内的许多人都做好了观看一场深刻的自我剖析的心理准备，点开了这个 MV。但开篇的两位陌生演员让我有些摸不着头脑，即使是不知道故事在讲什么内容，第一遍观看时我也时常感叹，歌词和当下的画面简直是完全贴合的。譬如
It's really cool to see some like an interpretation of a music video, just really honest and open like this, of just initial thoughts coming from a fan, and how they kind of interpret every aspect of the video, the actors, what's the meaning, what their what their thoughts are on it. It's I haven't seen many things like this really. But it's interesting. That's the beautiful thing about music and music videos, is they're all open for interpretation, and it's kind of in the eye and ear of the beholder of what they make of it. And there aren't any like wrong answers really for the question of what the music is giving you. So yeah, interesting concept this.
当下的画面简直是完全贴合的。譬如这句“他下落不明的出发”，对应剧情台词里的死亡证明。在风平浪静里坍塌，镜头给了妈妈怀里的这一堆安静的遗物和她不知所措的神情，她的世界正在平静地坍塌。又一次下落不明的出发，画面点出了他的下落，房间里的装饰陈列都表明了这个他是在攀岩的过程中丧生。这里的看我像是照片里的孩子笑着对妈妈在说，看我离我的梦想只有一步之遥了，你会为我感到高兴吗？
This is heartbreaking. And listening to the music itself, I haven't heard this song or seen this music video. Perhaps I should have seen it before watching this, but it's actually quite nice to watch it along with somebody with a super fan and like their interpretation. But the use of reverb and space is really lovely in this. It creates a kind of dreamscape, doesn't it? That allows emotions to sort of be released and kind of hang in the air, sit there. These lovely sort of little guitar parts, they just kind of ring out. There's a very, very nice and gentle pace to all of it, and HUA's voice is coming through really beautiful, really, really emotional. It's just a very emotive way of singing, and that's something that HUA does very well, is really getting emotions across when he sings, not just through the lyrics but how he delivers them.
父亲的情绪和鼓点一起爆发，我没有说告别，也许是他悔恨的心声，自己与孩子的上一面竟是最后一面， 但最后一句话是争吵而不是告别。回过神来，我早已与他永不重逢。再一次出发，是这对父母踏上了孩子曾走过的路，寻找他自由的代价。坚持自我的孩子实现了对于他们来说奢侈的愿望，但他也曾被父亲抹杀了童话。又一次看我，镜头从花切到了儿子的照片，像是儿子借花之口对父母喊出的一句看我。这里故事里的儿子和讲故事的华晨宇的形象发生了重叠，这一点我会在第二部分详细展开。接下来这首歌 Bridge 的部分是我觉得画面和歌词结合最为精彩的一段。第三视角的华晨宇看着以故事主角一家为代表的万家灯火，每一个叛逆的笨拙的孩子都有他们好好生活的方式。你知道这有多危险吗？别再问了，我坚持我所热爱的，无关对错。若是我必须活成别人期待的模样，那我到底算是什么？
Wow, this is powerful. I love HUA CHENYU's use of distorted electric guitar here, bringing in those rock elements. Another thing I really like about HUA is how he'll create very dynamic music that'll go from being very, very relaxed, almost sort of meditative, and then into these big, powerful rock ballads. It's really, really effective, as I say, of conveying emotion. And I love the story of this, of the pressure of like a young man or a teenager, a young person. I think like something everybody can relate to, right? Of being pressured by either parents or school or society when you're growing up to fit into a mold, to be something that you don't feel is truly you, and the power of the emotion fighting back at that. I feel that HUA's really, through the video and the music, really captured that raw relatable feeling. And the acting in this is fantastic. Like, you really, really believe it, don't you? Like, he says, if I am to live, if I must live the way others expect me to, if that's true, then who am I? Who am I? Yeah, that's it, isn't it? And I think across the world and throughout different cultures, it manifests in different ways, but it is a difficult balance, isn't it, for parents, I think, of like wanting the best for their children and wanting them to be secure, but sometimes that can overtake the most important thing, which is their happiness and individuality and like fulfilling their own path, their own destiny, you know. And so you can see it from both sides, can't you? The difficulty of it. I'm not a parent yet, but I can kind of imagine how hard that must be. I certainly remember being a teenager and being very, very, very defiant on what I was going to do and not letting anybody tell me otherwise.
我到底算是什么？我没有说告别，若是能回到当时，我一定会对他说出一句加油。可是当时我没有说。回到现在，我只能眼看他与我永不重逢。说完了歌词，我想来瞎猜一下，华晨宇在这个 MV 中究竟是什么样的存在？其实我看完第一遍，还在奇怪为什么 MV 只是讲了一个别人的故事。但在我反复拉镜头调看完3遍之后，我想抛出一个我觉得很有趣的观点。MV 里的华晨宇是一个更为高阶的存在，是一个可以任意穿梭于各个平行世界的观测者，是一个游历宇宙四方的说书人。整个 MV就是这一身份的华晨宇观察并记录下来的故事。首先
Yeah, I think she's bang on there. And it's very often the case, isn't it? with an artist with their music video. They can often be the narrator of a story, but they can also kind of slip in and become a part of that story. It's something you can play loose and fast with, and you can experiment with, really, because I feel, watching this, that we have the story of these characters, of this family, but there's also a parallel to HUA CHENYU, and with this character, his passion perhaps is rock climbing, mountain climbing, and HUA's was music, but maybe HUA CHENYU faced the same backlash for pursuing music as it's a similar kind of journey to something like athletics, like sport, or anything like that. It's one of those things. As a musician myself, it's something you feel very, very much, that pursuing creative or just kind of outside the box, non-typical ways of living, everybody will try and discourage you from it, and a lot of people will try and push you back. You're very lucky if you have parents who will be encouraging, or people around you who will be encouraging, friends and teachers or whatever, but more times than not they won't be. And a lot of the time I think it comes from a place of like wanting you to be happy, and kind of knowing that so few people have success in music or in sports or anything like that. It's like, please do something that's more stable, that you're not going to have to really struggle with, that you're not going to have to be poor for a really long time. But I think there are more people who don't want to pursue things like music and sports and things like that than there are who do, and I think those people don't really get the desperation and need to fulfill that kind of dream. It's not something that can kind of be explained to somebody who doesn't feel that way, who doesn't have that kind of passion or sort of need to realize themselves, It's really nice. I really like the way HUA has done the parallel between himself and the rock climber, because they're different things, but similar. It shows just how similar it all is, really, and how similar our struggles can be.
我们可以发现，在整支 MV 中，花一直都有在本子上记录着什么。起初看到他背着的吉他，我以为会是乐谱，但这个镜头虽然糊糊的，也应该可以看得出来，本子上记录的只是单纯的文字。这让我想，花的形象应该不只拘泥于歌手、音乐家，而应该是一个更为宽泛的表达者、传达者。另外，这个镜头，父亲手里拿着一本名为《不重逢》的书，这本书很奇怪，略有翻卷的书封让我以为它是儿子的遗物，但我回过头去寻找，并没有在前面儿子的包里或者房间里找到，似乎也并不是父母在路途中购买的。既然找不到直接证据依托，那我就可以大胆瞎猜了。父亲拿书的情节后面，紧接着是第二天一早与花的会面，所以在这个视频里，可以说这本书和华晨宇几乎是同时凭空出现的。也许这暗示了书与花之间的联系，所以我的猜测是，这本书是另一个平行时空的华晨宇写的。MV 中主角一家的故事，也许早就已经被花看见，并且记录了下来。结合这两点，再看他淡然的神情，似乎这一切他早已看过千百万遍。他是以一个全知全能的视角在观察这个世界。但是，这个他一定有一部分经历是和故事里的这个儿子是重叠的。有几个画面暗示了这点。这里的合照是否有所指，我觉得见仁见智。首先是我在第一部分提到的，这里的看我镜头从花切到了儿子的照片，相应的这个我也就很自然地将二者的形象联系了起来。其次是这里，无论是画面还是声音，花和那位儿子一同声嘶力竭地喊出了那句质问：若是这样，我算什么？最后是父母看着想象中的儿子在攀岩的画面，紧接着切了花站在山顶的画面。这忽然让我联想到，或许这里的华晨宇就是另一条时间线上活下来并且登上了顶峰的那个儿子，又或许他是千千万万条时间线的总和，他是幸存的最优解，是无数个跌落悬崖的他换来的他。也许他也曾头破血流地想改变某条时间线的结局，但最终都会发现自己无能为力， 只能发出悲鸣的感叹：至高无上的命运啊！若要说还能为人们做些什么，恐怕只剩记录下自己所看见的一切，不断地向宇宙深处传达。所以回到最开始，这个 MV 是在讲别人的故事吗？也许是吧，但你不得不承认，整支 MV 在哪都能看见华晨宇的影子。
What I really loved about this is it just shows the many interpretations of art, so many different forms of art, music to video, and how it can be perceived in so many different ways. And often you can watch a music video and it can speak directly to you and apply to you and your life. Sometimes you can kind of add your own story to it. I think that her interpretation is very close. She's going like really, really deep in, but as I say, there's no right or wrong, you know what I mean? It's up to you as the viewer, as the listener, to decide what it means, unless the artist specifically comes out and goes, oh, it means this. But even then, once the art is out there, it belongs to the listener, I think, and it sort of, it belongs to each individual's perception of it. Really, really beautiful music video, great concept, and beautiful song. Epic, very, very emotional. Once again, sort of just demonstrating how talented HUA CHENYU really, really is. I need to check out more of his music videos, I think. If this is anything to go off, I think they're all going to be very, very well thought through. I've mostly been checking out live performances of HUA CHENYU so far, which have been extraordinary. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, if you'd like to make a request, I have a Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd like to request a HUA CHENYU music video, live video of any artist at all, you can use that link that is in the comments and the description, and I will get a recording done ASAP for you. If you enjoy my reactions, do hit subscribe. As always, everybody, take care. Peace and love.